My name is Drew Waldron, and I'm on with best-selling author and futurist Heather McGowan. Heather, it's great to see you.
Hey there, thanks so much for having me.
Absolutely. So, your career is so diverse and eclectic, from being an author to an innovative designer, a keynote speaker, with all those different hats. How do you introduce yourself and your career to people meeting you for the first time?
Well, I borrow from Steve Jobs and I say that the dots would never make sense if I connected them forward. They only make sense when I look backward at it. So, what I've realized is that across my career, which started out in industrial design, product design, design strategy, design thinking, management consulting, MBA, art school before that, and boutique investment banking, academia, building a new curriculum and a new college to entirely focus a workforce for the future of work. I didn't have those words for it then. That integrated 18 different undergraduate majors around design, engineering, and business. So a lot of focus on innovation. And then a lot of consulting work in white space exploration, which is basically how do you propose a product or service that no customer ever asked for, which is really some of our best breakthrough innovation. Also, Steve Jobs said it isn't the customer's job to tell you what they want. So across those things, one of the things that I realized is that we weren't preparing the workforce that we needed. So on the supply side, from my work in across several academic institutions, and we weren't also seeking the workforce we needed. So people who are doing some of this space exploration, which is a lot of the work we're going to be doing going forward, didn't know how to hire for these skills, didn't know how to nurture these skills, didn't know how to create the workforce that they needed once they got them out of education. So what I say to folks is I found myself working on the supply and the demand side of talent, and the majority of time I was just explaining to people, this is how work is changing. And finally, I stumbled on the concept of future work. I'm like, that's what it is. Future work is continuous. It'll always be. It's not a moment in time. It's been throughout human history. We're in our fifth era. We're in the augmented era now. We're coming out of the information era. And I help people understand where we've been, where we are, where we're going, so they know what it means to them and they can take action.